boy decided to drive all the way up here to see me, which I was not expecting, because I already had my 2 days off of work. And then next week, my 2 days were split apart. We were supposed to do a podcast together, and it was like 6 something. And he was like, we could do the podcast at like 10. I was like, why so late? So around 10, he was like, alright, I'm ready. I said, alright, cool. He said, I'm here. I said, what do you mean you're here? My parents pulled down the driveway and was like, yo, Michael's here. I was like, what? And so, yeah, he was a little fucked up on the H. You know, my boy has been struggling with a drug addiction for a few years now. But I've always stayed by his side through it all. Because, I mean, that's what friends are for. You know, if I can't deal with him at his lowest, I don't deserve him at his highest. So, he came to visit and all that. We hung out. I enjoyed my day off with him. So yesterday was my day off. My second day off. And he got a call from the company that he used to work for before he had to go to rehab. But he didn't work for the company. He worked through a temp agency. So this time, instead of using the temp, he was going to be an employee for the most part. I mean, it's a poultry plant. Making $16 and some change. So, the guy called him. He was supposed to have an interview either Friday or Monday. So, Michael decided Monday. And after that, he got up and I was like, where are you going? He was like, I'm going to leave. I said, okay, you know, he's going to go back home, enjoy the rest of his weekend and all that. Well, he got back to our hometown and he called me. And he said, yo, I made it home. He said, I made it safely. I said, that's good. We talked about him leaving his t-shirts and leaving his ice cream. We laughed about it a little bit. And so, after that, he told me, I'll call you right back. But he didn't hang up on me. He accidentally put me and his dad on a 3-way call. And his dad asked him, where are you at? And he said, the name of my hometown. He said, why are you there? And he was like, I had to stop to get gas. I'm actually at this area. But I don't think he actually stopped and got gas. Because I'll tell you why. His dad told him, I need you to get home as soon as possible. I need you to drive me to another area, which I'm not going to say the name of the area, and pick my truck up. And so, he said, okay. Well, he ended up giving me a call back, and my mom called me, so I told him to wait on hold. I don't think he heard me, so he hung up and called me back while I was talking to my mom. I didn't answer. I was like, you know what, I'll just call him back after. And so, after I got done talking to Mom, I called him back. On the last ring, he hung up. He answered on the last ring, right when I was about to hang up on him. And he was like, screaming like, hey, buddy, what you doing? And then like, he went from being cheerful to all of a sudden being very aggressive. He was like, you know what? Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. I'm like, what the hell is going on with him? You know, because when I spent a whole week with him, I even made a video before he left on my TikTok about, you know, thank you for everything you've done for me. You know why? I know that shit, right? Literally poured out my whole heart to him. And I told him, I said, you know what you gotta do to stay clean? I guess the phone was sitting in his seat, the passenger seat or something. And he was just screaming, fuck you stupid bitch. I'm like, what the hell? Because my boy has never been the type of person who's ever gotten aggressive. But you know, drugs open the feelings that you have. So, you know, sober Michael is calm. Why the aggressive Michael is buried deep inside of him. Drugs and alcohol just bring the truth out to the forefront. So, I heard it was quiet for a moment. I could hear him beating on the steering wheel, accelerating, whatever. It got quiet. I was like, what the fuck? And then I heard him whimpering and go, oh my god. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm trying to talk to him, but I guess he doesn't have his phone on him, and it's not on speaker. I go downstairs, and I told my mom, I think he got in a car accident. Give me your phone so I could call his dad. I want to stay on the phone with Michael, but I need your phone so I could call his dad and let him know. His dad had a GPS on his phone, thank God. The reason why I think that he wrecked, which I was correct, is because I heard somebody in the background saying, hey, you good? You good? And at first, I thought it was because he got pulled by a cop for reckless driving, like he did last time. Or I thought it was a civilian seeing him sitting on the side of the road tweaking. I don't know. But it got into my mind when he said I needed to take some deep breaths, because he asked him, what did he have? And he said, I have anxiety really badly, which I can't fucking tell, honestly, because Michael's always cool, calm, and collective. He's always like the guy who chills. He's that friend that they always tell you about. Check up on your happy friends. Which I told him, if anything was bothering him, please let me know. I mean, we literally started a podcast together because he wants to help other people who are addicted to heroin and other drugs. The fact is, he's not addicted to heroin. He's addicted to fentanyl, which they're putting inside the heroin, which is stronger than heroin, but it doesn't last. If you do pure heroin, you'll be high for the whole entire day. But fentanyl is stronger, but it doesn't last at all. It only lasts for a few hours. You'll probably do it like 3 or 4 times before the day's over. That's how fast it wears off. And so, his dad got in contact with us, and my mom and dad are talking to him and stuff. But before that, the cop actually found his phone, and we're like, my mom trying to talk to the cop, asking him, like, where's he at? And the guy, like, immediately pulls a dick move and goes, oh. And he's like, I can't hear them, and then hangs up the phone on purpose. So to that cop, fuck you. Yeah, those cops in that town fucking suck. If anything happened to him, I really wouldn't give a shit about those cops if anything happened to him. But the fact is, he hung up on us after we were trying to ask him shit is really fucking stupid. What a dick. So his dad got in contact with us and told us he knew the state trooper. My buddy had flipped his car 3 to 4 times. He literally was right there on the exit where my sister lives. So my sister got off the exit and took pictures of his car. But due to traffic being backed up and due to the police and the fire department, they weren't able to see the driver's side of the car. So the passenger side looks a little fucked up, but it doesn't look that bad. But my sister said the driver's side is really fucked up. And if he wasn't high, he would be dead right now. Due to the fentanyl in his system, that's the only thing that was keeping him alive. But he would have never flipped if he was sober. He was high when he came up here. I don't know how the fuck he drove all the way up here high as a kite. But after the first night, he sobered up, and he didn't have any more drugs, so he stayed sober for the whole week that he was here. But he told me to my face, and I quote, "I crave it the most when I get paid." He kept asking me, am I going to get paid on Wednesday night, or am I going to get paid on Thursday? It's because he was starting to crave the heroin. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and tap at the same time, and I ain't doing a good job. So, yeah. I don't think he stopped and got gas. And he wasn't even on the right highway. He was on 64 when he was supposed to be on 95. So it tells you. So I don't know if he's going to get that job. I don't know if he's going to be able to go Monday because he's in the hospital. And his dad told me today that he's been sleeping all day. I'm just trying to figure out, how did he go from, "Ooh, yeah, all that crazy shit to like, fuck you, bitch, fuck you." I mean, he's like yelling at the radio. I don't know what the hell was going on with him. When he was high as a kite and he came to stay the night, he wasn't like aggressive and yelling. It's like when he gets alone, that's when he starts doing it. It's so weird. So, he's good, but he might get charged. Oh, he's definitely going to get charged with a DUI or DWI. I don't know. But, yeah, he may or may not go to jail. If he doesn't go to jail, he needs to go back to fucking rehab. But it's not rehab. That's the problem. It's when you come home from rehab, you don't have that same structure that you did have in rehab. And so, you pretty much relapse. Because you don't have that person telling you, hey, get up out of bed, make your bed. This is your bedtime. This is what time we eat. This is time when we do groups. This is the time you talk to your doctor. You don't have that when you come home. And that's where most people relapse. Because they don't have that structure when they come home. And sometimes these places will let addicts go home before they even get close to being good. It's a 40 to 60% chance you're going to relapse within that year. 80% if it's alcohol, 80 to 95 if it's opiates. So, he's good. So, yeah, I actually had him in my video doing the tapping with me, so, yeah, I really hope that he gets better. I never thought that I would make a video on TikTok pouring my heart out to him, and then him almost dying. Literally, the last thing he said to me before the drugs kicked in was, "I love you, man, and you just don't have no idea." I love y'all. Y'all stay safe. And please stay away from drugs. It might feel good to your body, but it's killing you. And it's killing the people around you. And it's killing your loved ones. Not only within the system, but without the system. You're hurting the people around you, not just yourself. So please, if you are struggling, just go get help. But you gotta want it. More than anything in life, you need to want it. I love Michael. But it's just so sad that he came this far. I'm not mad at him. I'd love to slap the shit out of him. But that won't change anything. This is the second time he's wrecked. First time he was drinking and driving, 2015. Now it's under the influence of fentanyl and driving, 2023. The next time might be his last. So he needs to fix his shit up before it's too late. Please, if you're struggling with any type of opiates or alcohol or any other substance, go get help, man. It's not worth throwing your life away. There's people I know that are dead, including Michael's mom, because of fentanyl and other substances. So please go get some help. I love y'all.